everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another gravity ice dive, but I am doing something a little bit different this time. I'm going to try one out with having a cup from both ends with the colour. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here I have my setup today. As you can see, I have a coat hanger, 2 cups, and I've put the shirt end through each cup. Next I just need to fill it with some ice before we put on the colour. These are the colours that I'm using for my shirt today. So on the blue side, I'm starting with number 25 turquoise and then finishing with the 160 blueberry. And on the other side of the shirt, I'm starting off with number 5 soft orange, moving into 190 atomic fireball and finishing off with a little bit of 49 red wine. Now, unfortunately, my camera did have a bit of a glitch, so I didn't get the best time lapse, but here is the general gist of this one. This is what the t-shirt looks like after all of the ice has melted through. As you can see, I actually had to put the red-orange side up a bit higher, so when I was watching the colours flow through, for some reason the right side just wasn't pulling through the t-shirt, so I ended up putting it up a bit higher, and that actually did seem to help. One thing I have noticed about this method is that having it in this kind of U-shape bend actually helped to stop the colour bleeding onto the other side, so that worked out really well. Now we just need to wait at least 48 hours for this to cure. We have the washed and dried t-shirt. Now I've never done a double colour one like this, so it was pretty fun having this experiment. I really like how vibrant and amazing the colours came, and it actually worked pretty well keeping them separate. But yeah, we did get a little bit kind of through here where the colours did blend a bit, but I actually don't mind how that turned out. However, I would like to try something a bit softer, so it's kind of more of a gradient. So I'm thinking about putting some of the Dyer's detergent there, because apparently you can use that as something to kind of stop the colour going into that part of the fabric. I would like it to go in to there, but just not so concentrated. So I'm gonna do another one with the same technique, but trying it with some detergent kind of in the middle of the shirt where it has the bend next time. Anyway, let's have a look at the back. And again, I'm really happy with how it turned out. One thing I will note though is when I was doing this, for some reason, the orange side just wasn't kind of drawing into the shirt very easily or as much. So although I used an orange and then 2 different kinds of red in this in the end, it really kind of only looks orange with like a little bit of red, but I'm not mad at that anyway because the orange turned out really well. But yeah, when I was making it, it just didn't seem to be going into the shirt as easily as the blue end, which I really, really love. This beautiful kind of light sky blue into this really deep blueberry kind of colour that turned out really well. But yeah, another thing to point out is also the sleeves. The sleeves ended up having 2 colours on them and then making like quite an interesting tie-dye pattern, so I really like how they turned out. As always, thank you so much for tuning into my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!